Welcome back, guys, to this Paupergeddon Day 2. We are here to see one of the last round. There are one more round after this. This is a battle between two very strong decks. We will see real soon. I am Piegonti. I'm here to commentate this event. Rimomba tutto, okay. They say there is a bit of echo, so maybe we can fix. Okay. We can try to fix that. For now, let's just go to the match. Okay, just chat, keep us updated about the audio. Rix, the problem about this is coordinating is very tough because as you may understand, you know, sometimes just one table tries to goes to the turns, and we can't really move a table to the feature match area while they are playing, especially in Pauper. You know, they end up going to the turns and playing the 50-minute round is very important, so it's also difficult to coordinate those. I will try to get more interviews and more content to kill the delay, but sometimes it's tough. The stuff the judges are trying to do. Okay, sorry guys, we are trying our best to fix. Now it should be fixed, but keep us updated. Now it's better. Today there are 5 turns plus top 8. It was 12 turns totally. Better now, sure. Thank you a lot, chat, for being here with us. Okay, let's try to move into the match. So we are showing Affinity, played by Spaggiari 9-1 versus Borosint, the boogeyman of this tournament. I think we saw a lot of Borosint this tournament. I think the best player in the room, we can say, like Andrea Mengucci, Eisen, Marco Vassallo, and others are playing this deck. And this is, I think, an interesting approach of Affinity. We saw a lot of untapped land.
Oh, I see another borrow synthesizer.
Yeah.
On streaming.
Is Affinity on Somber Overguard? I can tell you in a second. I think maybe
just yesterday, maybe, we saw another matchup, Affinity versus Borrow Synthesizer. And what do you think about this matchup?
I think that there are a couple of cards that Boros really struggles to interact with, and one of those is the Serpent, because being a 5/6 is very tough for Casotto to beat. But I think Boros should be able to make a bigger board, make better card advantage. So unless Spaggiari really gets on the board real quick, I think Casotto's value can overwhelm the opponent. Hello chat, thank you for staying with us. I saw a lot of names, I learned to know better, so I'm very happy that you followed us through the turn from Friday. On Friday we had a very big Pauper tournament with the best names of the community. And then yesterday we had the day 1 of the Geddon, and today we are closing down. It's one more turn, then we cut to the top 8. Any Boros Bully on day 2? I don't know, the deck wasn't really, I worked on the meta game recently, and there weren't many Boros Bully. If you have any question regarding the meta game, we are still trying to, we are finishing the work on that, but I saw the list, I saw the numbers, so I'm the person you can ask about. We are working about the decklist extension, you know, because the problem was one player submit a paper decklist, And when I play a Subito Paper decklist, we have to type out or every card. So you know, it's a bit tougher. That's why there was this delay. We are still, we are a small indie company, so we are trying to make everything work, but delays, miscomprehensions, and you know, common errors are common here. Remember, we are a community event, so we are trying to do our best. But I know you're following us, and thank you a lot.
Okay. We don't know, because if Affinity plays new cars, they call it club.
It provides club.
Yes, because we don't have the list.
Yeah, I mean, we will see what happens in the game. I think, like, if you're interested in the list, for sure, the decklist will be published after the event eventually. So don't really mind about that. Just we can see maybe what is playing, but it looked like quite an old school approach with a lot of untapped affinity lands, not many undestructible ones.
However, yesterday, I don't remember who, but someone said the same things that you said before. That for Boros, it's very difficult to beat at the first turn, first game, Affinity, because Affinity has too many creatures with big toughness.
Yes.
And post sideboard, the matchups, the matchups change, because enter obviously Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
cast into the fire. Maybe Dust to Dust or Rock Existence and Relic, if you want. Or
yeah, I think I think like Casotto can really maybe play his cards to still be able to pressure down Spaggiare's life total. I think it's a match between masters. Like, if you play better than your opponent, I think you have a huge upgrade in the matchup, because you can predict damage, count better, do the right calculations. So I think Boros is a very powerful deck, though a lot of your cards are meant to be played well. So I really appreciate very good players predicting moves and calculating all the direction this game can go. This is the classic ancestral recall move of sacrificing an Icor Wellspring with a Deadly Dispute effect. So this is turn 11, or the fourth turn of the game. There will be one more turn today, so 5 turn total, and then we cut to the top 8.
Okay, but it's not a dispute, but it's a bargain.
Yeah,
and I don't know if add the life points on.
No, chiedi a loro. Okay, so it looks like another Mirror Enforcer. As I said, like I don't personally love Affinity, because I think the deck is quite random at proposing threats. So if your 4 Mirror Enforcer are somewhere in the top in top 15-20 cards of your deck is very, very strong. Though if you don't end up drawing Mirror Enforcer, the deck tends to be weak, because you don't have card selection. You just have those draw 3, draw 2 cards, but you don't have consistency on a plan. But chat, I'm kind of new to the format, so I know Affinity is one of the old Yeah, for Gear Seeker help to resolve the randomness for sure, but I'm not sure everyone plays 4, you know. And looks like makeshift munitions entered the battlefield, and munition is one of the best card affinity can play. And
against Boros.
Yeah, in this matchup, it should be very, very effective. Because you can sacrifice some of your lands or maybe a creature targeted by a removal to start shooting. And I think if Spaggiari can resolve one of those 2 Glinthawks, the game will come to his favor. But also remember, Casotto plays various way to deal direct damage, so his plan is probably to start racing and then start shooting. Yeah, other affinity threats are banned, yes. I don't know, like yesterday, like if Casotto and decked Mengu, I think he's playing 0 Dust to Dust, but he's playing probably 4 or 3 or 4 rings, cast into the fire, the new spell from Lord of the Rings set that allows you to exile an artifact for 2 mana. Yesterday we talked with Mengu about Dust to Dust, and he said that the card is not very good in this deck because casting being a double white means a ton. This deck is mostly mono red splash white, so Dust to Dust is a very, very strong power, but sometimes a very huge cost. This is turn 4, by the way. One more turn and then to wait.
I respond to Tutti. Casotto doesn't play Dust to Dust, but 4 cast into the fire, a 2 revoke existence.
Yeah, this is basically Andrea Mengucci Eisen 01 list from like we saw this deck over and over. I think, of course, when such big names make a deck, it's obviously probably correct to copy their lists. And okay, so we are still seeing actions. I think Spaggiari ended up countering, and now with munitions we are back to shoot.
Oh, Spaggiari plays a counter, Metallic Rebuke.
I think so, yes.
In the last list of affinity, the Metallic Rebuke is cut out for another cards like 3/2 affinity with artifact creature with blind. Non Kenku.
Ah, okay. I saw. Yeah,
it's another creature from Mirrodin.
Yes. Yeah, I know that. The thought something. Yeah, the big brain art.
Yes.
That's an interesting card. No, it's not
No,
Spire
not Spire
Golem.
Golem. Yes.
Somber Overguard. Yes. I think Spaggiari is you know, kind of old, we can call it this way, like old school approach on his affinity deck. And someone was asking how is Dimir Terror performing? Well, while there were a ton of Dimir in the events, at least like 15 or 20, I saw the numbers, but not many advanced to day 2. And I think there were someone in the high tables, but I am not super sure. Il Delver di Afua. Yes. Aero Custode Fosco for the Italian speaking players, yes. And each time I look at Affinity, like they have this 7 card hand, but I don't get why they don't play, because the deck seems so like all your threats cost 0 or 1, so I don't really understand like what can be held in hand from this perspective, if not lands. I think Spaggiari has some Frogmites in hand at this point. So really, is really thinking about this block. Roger is flooding, yes. But also I think Spaggiari drew like at least 5 more cards than...
Only 3 frog mites.
Yeah. Flooded of frog mites. Dancing and I think like I saw that, and that's a Kran shaman, I think. Kraklan, that's a difficult name to pronounce.
Karklan shaman.
Karklan, yeah.
It's a sciolilingua.
Yes. Okay, let's see if he ends up casting also that. I think it's not super necessary, but it's another feature that pressured the board, you know. I think Spaggiari's plan now is just to end the game in the last turn. So we'll probably attack with everything and then start shooting with makeshift munitions. Tongue twister, yes. Yeah, Affinity is lethal next turn, and I think if my eyes didn't betray me, I think Spaggiari has another Galvanic Blast in hand. But though this game, I think it can be is not over yet. I think Casotto is playing Karklan Shaman again to basically wrap those frog mites and also get value, because you end up sacrificing Icor Wellspring and Synthesizer. So
I love 2 cards in Pauper. Karklan Shaman and Gorilla Shaman.
Yeah.
For me, it's
so we end
conquer my heart.
With what?
Karklan Shaman and Gorilla Shaman. I love that card.
You like shamans?
And I love the game like this because it's a long game, and you can learn some things.
Yeah, I think like those are the games where if you end up committing a mistake turn 3, you like turn 16, you end up playing that mistake. You know, it's all about sequencing, all about thinking before casting your spells, because both of them has various triggers on the battlefield. Makeshift munition versus the shaman. I'm not saying Kraken again, please guys. That's a really interesting board state to discuss. So we are streaming in Italian. We already in English. We already said it yesterday. I think we want to make this event more international, also more good to see for foreign people, because Twitch is an international platform, and this is the biggest tournament, one of the biggest Pauper tournament in the world. So people from every country is probably watching this event now. Okay, and that seems a huge stack of artifacts that are gonna be sacrificed by Casotto on that shaman, and that's board wipe. I just drew one.
I want to answer in Italian at Angus. Angus, io ormai il gorilla me lo porto nel portafogli, come che c'è sempre bisogno di lui.
Okay, now it's time to shoot. I think a lot of triggers are being put on the stack right now. It's a complicated stack, of course. I think yes. So Casotto ended up sacrificing 6 artifacts to board wipe Spaggiari's serpents.
Wow! Yeah. Downbringer Crake for destroy munitions.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about, you know, Thanos in the endgame when it tells like, what did it cost you? Everything. But yeah, this game might be turn the tide. So we saw Spaggiari had a little on board the next turn, but now the tide changed completely, and now I think Casotto is ahead.
This is the reason why I love long matches, sorry, because they change everything in one spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering if, you know, Casotto could play the Clan Shaman before, sorry, after combat, so maybe you could connect a couple of flyers. I'm not sure Spaggiari would have shoot his birds, though maybe it was a plan, because Casotto is not a very high life total, so taking for damage would put him lethal to double Galvanic Blast. So, you know, that's a battle of bluff and of predicting things. I really like what we're seeing right now. But again, Spaggiari had the Blood Fountain, so 2 Mirror Enforcer came back from the graveyard.
How the other flyers survived? Because Karkalan Shaman damaged to only creature without flying. And Spaggiari with munitions.
That's another synthesizer. Yeah, I think like this game is interesting because like you have to read the opponent. Do you think your opponent is doing random things? Do you think your opponent is a master of the format, so know what's going on? I think this is one of the things that you can't really do on Magic Online. So you kind of have to look at how your opponent moves and try to tell if they know what's going on or not. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I made a big result, but I was like 13 or 14. And then I stopped because I was busy with school.
No, it's not the top 8. It's a fourth turn of day 2.
One more turn, then we cut to the top 8, and also the top 8 will be probably commented with Gavin Verhey. That's here from Wizard of the Coast headquarters. He came here to support the event, to have fun, to get in touch with the community. So make sure to follow the top 8, and if you have any question for him, we will try to interact with him as soon as possible. Yeah, one more round after this, and then top 8. Yes. And looks like Casotto go down to 4, so Galvanic Blast of the top would kill him, I think. And also, like they already spent 25 minutes for the first game. Yeah, Finch versus Boros, yeah. And like reading the meta game, I expected a ton of Affinity, though they were just like around 10 or 12. But I think Affinity should be good in this meta game, so I expected more of them. Just with, you know, I was maybe trying at least with counter magics in the sideboard. I answered. I said I used to like Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the days, but I don't play it anymore. I like the old school Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I will be in Barcelona. I have a friend that won the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship, and he's bringing me to decks to play. I think Affinity is in a good spot right now in the meta, and also good, generally speaking, as a deck. I think it's very tough to, like, it has a lot of good interaction and cards. So maybe before it was busted when he had 8 oppressor. Okay, so we are here. Hello, hello, hello. So we are looking at the sideboard now. I think
but we don't have the list of
okay, we can just comment the Boros player.
Yes.
Okay, for Casotto, we are seeing 4 Revit of Progenitus that are probably gonna enter the battlefield, enter the deck, as we saw that Blood Fountain really worked at the game, because Casotto was able to board wipe all the Affinity threats, but then that Blood Fountain reverted to Mirror Enforcer, and I take the loss. And also Forecast into the Fire, this is a new card from Lord of the Rings set, and it's very good at basically strip mining your opponent lands in the early game, and also removing Mirror Enforcer later in the game. Then I think we can see 2 Revoke Existence, another old school card, very good versus what Affinity is trying to do, generally speaking. Okay, we have some.
It's enough.
Yes, yes. I think I'm not sure what I would cut personally. The problem of Boros is like all the cards are so good at doing what they try to do. Maybe you can trim on
the butter first. I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe that, but also that card is good at putting pressure. So maybe you can remove some.
Bolts, yes.
Yeah, bolts are coming out. Yeah, good catch. And also maybe Foundry Helix is quite too slow versus Affinity. Like the funny thing is both decks are trying to be even more grindy post board.
Or maybe Casotto can put inside another Karkalan Shaman and side out Lightning Bolt and put inside not 4 but 3 relics and beat down only with flying creatures and stop. And but the Birthday Feast leave inside the deck.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. How many creature Affinity use? There are, I think, 4 Frogmite. I'm not sure about the Serpent, usually between 2 and 4, and 4 Mirror Enforcer. We haven't saw any Kenku Artificer, but maybe there are some of them. I think there is no general consensus on Affinity, but there are still various school of thoughts. Like this list was full of untapped artifact lands, but I saw also various other full set of indestructible lands.
We don't know the creator of use because we don't have a list, but we saw the game before Frogmite, the Serpent, and Mirror, obviously,
Mirror Enforcer,
and Karkalan Shaman in the main.
Yeah. Also,
I think that the AFO player doesn't play Kenku.
Yeah, because he's not playing also many indestructible lands. So playing a full set of Seed of Synod and Bolt of Whispers,
mirrored in lands.
So we don't have the Affinity deck because it was a paper deck list, and I think it's currently being reviewed by judges. So sorry for this issue, but we like if the Affinity player ends up winning the match, we can ask him to come here to talk with us. So if you have some question regarding the list, make sure to type in chat, and I will try to recall and recollect them to ask Spaggiari.
One more plays Rebuke, yes.
Yeah, Rebuke in the main deck, I think.
Yes.
So one more turn. He's currently turn 4 out of 5 turns total, and then we cut to the top 8. Both players are 9 and 1, so they are still alive for the top 8. We will see. Yeah, turn 11. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think they are still sideboarding. We will get to the table real soon, and let's go to the table. They are discussing Mulligan. Of course, Casotto is back to is starting now. So let's see. I think it took a mulligan to 6.
Sliver, I think not, because the player at the one of Paupergeddon at the trial died, or not died, not the person, but not the player.
Yeah,
but in the tournament.
Okay.
And yesterday, told me before, play another deck, not a Sliver.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is not top 8 yet. We still don't know the decks of the top 8 because there are still this turn and even one more turn, so there will be some changes. We still don't know the cut of this event, so if Section 2 makes it, Section 3 makes it, so we will announce the top 8 live, so we will take a moment to announce the decks. So make sure to stay tuned if you want to know the decks in real time. It's 12 turns. This is turn 11 though. So one more turn, 12 turns total, then cut to the top 8. So there was another question, I think, that was interesting. So yeah, no, this tournament is not open deck list. The players don't know what's happening in the other players' deck, so they currently don't know. And we see Casotto getting on board with triple Travel Inspector. I remember Travel Inspector being a standard card. It was so good. I remember I played it in my first standard deck. It was mono white humans with Kition and some other random humans. It was an aggro deck. Very cool though. And we see Kenku Artificier. We didn't expect
because before I told you that he doesn't play, and
yeah, it's an interesting card and also an interesting spot, I think, because looks like Spaggiari targeted the undestructible land. Casotto responded with cast to the fire, but Spaggiari had a blue elemental blast, sorry, an hydroblast to neutralize the exile effect.
Fire.
Yes. I don't know if they can split in the fate.
Yes, lol. He has played Kenku for smentirmi.
Yeah, we sadly don't have access to the decklist because it was a paper decklist, so it's all a guessing game. So sorry for this issue.
Yes.
Affinity has negate in hand.
Yes.
Kenku Artificier is one of the best card printed recently, in my opinion. I really think the card is very strong. Like when first I read the card, like wow, a free undestructible free. Like I usually play fairies, so all my effects are destroying effects, so really tough to beat. And looks like Spaggiari did a master play of cracking, like announcing to cast the Gear Serpent.
Yes.
And with the announce on stack, sacrifice the start for mana. It was a very old school because the actual process of casting a spell is you have to announce you are casting it, and then you pay the mana. Yes. Yeah, as I said, there are many ways to play Affinity and to build your deck. I think they are meta dependent. Like if you expect a ton of mono red and aggressive decks, you can play a version. If you expect a more combo or control mid-range decks, you can play another one.
You can play counter or not. You more creature.
No, I think it haven't played the land. I just was counting, and then like played land, he counted and like just touched the same land. But if you're sure you committed a double land drop, I don't know if they have a very high chance of double ID. So I don't know if they are playing a protection from red. I think it's good versus Clan Shaman and also versus Galvanic Blast.
Can you repeat Clan Shaman for 10 times?
Clan Shaman, come on. just call it in an easier way, please, next time.
Yes, Acolyte is has protection from red. Yes. He play Kenku with 3 lands and has a land untapped.
Yes.
For cast Hydroblast.
Yeah, also for target his land, so he can maybe attack. So 17, the players are actually using the life pad. Now I think that's a huge choice for Spaggiari. It looks like he has another serpent in hand, so he can play the serpent to put more pressure, but he can't remain open off negate or just hold up mana to play. It looks like he took the aggressive route. And let's see if Casotto has a way to, basically recoup the advantage and turn this game to his favor. A land from the synthesizer, Lintok, bouncing back the synthesizer, another synthesizer. Yeah, we get into the loop, Okay, synth, sell another land. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. If with the Crimson protection give protection to Clan Shaman, Clan Shaman doesn't die from itself.
Yeah, and also sorry for the ban, but apparently clan with the K is not a good word, so just write it with the C next time. What happens if the time runs out? They play 5 additional turns, and then the player with more wins win. And if they both have the same number of wins, they draw. Yeah, ED is intentional draw, so patta intenzionale for Italian. We still don't have the affinity list, so sorry about that. We will try to have it. Maybe if the affinity player end up winning this round, we can ask him to come to the booth and discuss the list. I know you are hungry for this list, but you have to be patient. So sorry about this. Ciao, 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 ciao. Niente. Okay, so I'm very like maybe do you think Casotto has so no red elemental blast in the sideboard, so I don't know how Casotto can answer to the serpents. I think the Carpelan Shaman is the only card good to overcome this situation, I think. Existence. So is that a revoke existence, like a strange art of the card? I think.
Edo, what do you mean? Block with oak and
yeah, I think Edo thought that the land was blue-red, but it's just a colorless. Yes. It looks like turn aside was played. That was a card I had to Google before because I never saw that card. So it basically counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. So a nice 1 mana protection counter. It looks like Casotto is flickering nervously these cards. I'm curious what the outcome of this match will be. So cast into the fire, exile the same land. Maybe Spaggiari can negate it. Yeah, I think they're really like land is really problematic now. They don't play Pyroblast. Okay, draw step from for Spaggiari. It's like land and Galvanic Blast in his hand. He's counting, I think. Oh, just attack with all, maybe it's too aggressive. Like remember, Spaggiari is at 9. Casotto plays Galvanic Blast, so it's easy that this game end up being more swingy than it should be. It should look at least. Yeah, maybe just attacking with the serpent is fine enough. 1 or 2 serpents. But also, like, if Casotto takes another turn, he can start cracking the experimental synthesizer, get additional value. Ribalta al tavolo. Yeah. I think we will see. Because I think Casotto can still draw Carpelan Shaman to maybe swipe the board and then find something to deal with the artifact land that's currently threatening the board. We'll see. The game is, of course, I think I would put a bet on Spaggiari in this situation. I think it's advantage, but the game is not over. There are still a lot of decision. I think greedy attacks can be punished now. Yeah, but like not dying next turn is not a thing that is easy to do, you know.
I don't know why Kenku doesn't attacks.
Because I think it will be free turn by the 2-2.
Yes, but it's necessary to
also,
unblock the serpents.
But I think it's a blocker. I don't know. I like to not attack with Kenku, just in case, you know.
In this case, if Kenku attacks, oh no.
Yeah, I think
one damage.
Even if Casotto loses this, I still in a good position, winning next turn to end up in the top 8. For sure, he will be in the top 16 of the event. And looks like Spaggiari prefer to Galvanic Blast the creature rather than Galvanic Blast the face.
And cleaning the board.
So another 2-2. It's like a tap land. And another samurai. I don't know, playing the land was correct there. Yeah, land. Didn't he play another land already? Yeah, exactly. Okay, we are currently short of 12 followers by 2K, so make sure to follow Lega Pauper Italia stream if you are not, because we are very, very close to a good goal. And I think we will have some big announcement for this channel soon, so make sure to follow, stay tuned, and spread the Pauper love over the internet, over the world. We are doing very interesting effort to make this event work. We have a wonderful team of a streaming team. We have a lot of judges. We have a lot of leagues coming here to bring food, happiness, decks, Pauper. So make sure to follow this channel. Okay. So we are in the last swings of this game. It looks like Casotto is jump blocking the Spaggiari Serpent. Okay, so I have a big announcement for you. We will talk about this maybe in depth later, but I have to announce that we will do more live in the following days on this channel. So we'll bring more Pauper, and we will have a lot of news. We will talk with Gavin later. We have, I think, the future of Pauper for this channel and this event is bright. So make sure to follow and. Okay, so keep up with the Pauper and Lega Pauper Italia. Let's go. Okay, so I was like
wow.
this board was I think Casotto has lethal now.
Yes.
He can just sacrifice.
Yes.
No.
Is this a clue?
Yes.
No treasure.
No, it's a clue. It's maybe.
If it's a treasure, it's lethal.
Maybe it's short of one.
No.
Yeah, looks like Spaggiari won this game. I think Casotto was short of one.
Okay, for a moment I think that Casotto ribalta the table for one
mana short. Wow. Okay, welcome.